Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Random Rosters here inside of NBA 2K24. Today is October 26th, and there are only two games that we can watch. I was hoping to swap out this game here at the bottom with the Suns and the Lakers, only because we had already watched both of these teams, but since they have not, or since there are no other games, we'll go ahead and just watch them again. They were both good teams, like they both played pretty well. Los Angeles didn't look great in the overtime period, but hey, that sometimes is just how it goes. We will be taking our first peek at the 76ers and the Bucks, and it looks like it's their first game of the season, which is very weird. They've just sat there for 2 days watching all their friends have fun. So, yeah. This is Random Rosters inside of NBA 2K24. If you'd like more, be sure to scroll down, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post new videos. Thanks so much for hanging out. World Series tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time. That'll go Friday and Saturday. We'll be back with a doubleheader on Sunday, Monday through Wednesday. World Series Thursday, NBA Friday, Saturday, World Series. So let's jump into to game number one, Sixers Bucks, and you get a little bit of a look there at the lineups. And this game loads so much faster than previous games that I've used or old games. Oh, great! I'm gonna get a copyright. Do you get a copyright claim if you have to hear the national anthem? Oh, God. Well, I guess we're going to find out the hard way. Feels... People are going to be all mad. You skipped the national anthem. It's like I'm trying to avoid a copyright problem. Okay? Man, cool. Great. This video might be totally screwed in a minute and 50 seconds into it.
Performing our national anthem, that was Skylar Cole. And now we'll be back in just
Bucks,
a moment.
Sixers coming up. Excited about it. 5-minute quarters on Hall of Fame difficulty. It's provided more interesting games. So they didn't. Okay. So we get to watch these sweet highlights in silence. Tell you what, clip out that national anthem singing and just put it over this. Is that Harrison Barnes? Splash. Wow, he was in some feet there. Free feet? Oh, little Kyrie Irving.
Welcome everyone.
All right, here we go.
Last,
Premiere week rolls on.
Season. I know everyone's just as excited as we are here on 2K Sports.
Paste.
Things underway. Hi everyone.
JPEG.
I'm Brian Anderson alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant
10.
Hill.
26.
Allie LaForce.
1.
And now
What
a
are
chance to see
we?
what's coming up for the
P-H-I
Philadelphia
at
76ers.
M-I-L.
On Saturday, they'll face off against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Sunday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Portland Trailblazers. A look at the 76ers.
I meant to look and check. The Indiana Pacers scored like 140 points or something like that.
In at the 4. And for Milwaukee, they've got Hayes.
Here's a look at our lineups. If there's anybody all that interesting, Patrick Beverly, Scotty Barnes. Okay. Let's see. 143 to 120. That is wild. By far the most. Well, actually, Oklahoma City put up 124. The Sacramento Kings put up 130. And surprisingly, not the. I thought it was going to be a blowout as far as points are scored, but we won't worry about that now as the NBA season underway. Day number 3. Kyrie Irving, unnecessarily cool pass right there. That is, he had the step, which was maybe the biggest thing we saw in one of yesterday's games. I believe it was the second game, where there was a speed difference between the two teams, and it came in handy for the winning team. Williamson, a little mid-range jumper, knocks it home, and it's 2-2. Good start for both teams. Nice throw. I thought it was going to be a good feed up the court, but Williamson with a really nice pick. He'll drive in the lane, gets the foul. He'll shoot 2. First foul on Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, I'm sure he'll do his own research on whether or not that was a foul. That could have been the foul. The earth is flat. Like, okay. All right, man. It might surprise you to know that Kyrie Irving, not my favorite player, not my favorite basketball guy. Zion Williamson knocks down the first free throw. I appreciate his reference to Zerg with his hair. He's a big fan of Zerg, apparently. Crypto.com, does that still exist, by the way? Second free throw up, but no good. Collins comes down with a rebound. 3-2 76ers. Long outlet pass yet again for the Milwaukee Bucks. Under the basket. I believe that's Patrick Beverley on the defense. Levine steps into a mid-range, or long, I guess a long two. Can't find the stroke. And the 76ers will come up the floor. Barnes. Scotty Barnes. One-on-one, tries to spin move inside, but pretty good defense, but not good enough to affect the final shot. Banked off the glass and in 5-2. It was Dallas and San Antonio, I believe, was the game I was thinking of. Donovan Mitchell kind of just... That was it? Man, wild. I did that like a day ago, and I'm already like, who knows. Patrick Beverley with the ball. Into Williamson. Nice job by Milwaukee to tie this game up. Williamson with a little fall away shot. That one does not find.
Gotta find something better than that.
Setting up the screen there. Williamson kind of stays home, but they don't rotate correctly. Collins with a wide open look. I think it would have just been a two. It looked like his foot was inside the line, but didn't matter because it wasn't a make. Williamson dribbling at the top of the key, driving inside. Tries to, a little hesitation move, somehow gets around, up and in, all kinds of fanciness happening there.
Inside from Williamson. This is why he's so aggressive down there.
It's like Levine had the step there, but couldn't keep the step forward. Maybe just one extra move, or one move too many. Williamson, they find him, and he makes a great adjustment to find the room to make the shot. We are inside a man right there. Up and in.
The Bucks trail.
The Bucks tied it up, and then they gave up 4 straight points. They find themselves down 9-5 with 2 to go here in quarter number 1. Collins one-on-one against Williamson. Spin move and splashes it home. John Collins, a really nice move here. I like this little... Williamson feels like he's in a pretty good position there. Just put the hands up and better shot.
4 of 5 so far, looking sharp.
Barnes with the screen, trying to free up Pat Beverley. He'll give the ball to Williamson, who finds Barnes inside. Barnes left hand. No good. Levine up court.
With a screen on
Irving, excuse me. They get the double team yet again and leave him free. Williams provides a nice outlet pass, but it rims out.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high impact defense they want to see out of him.
Williamson against Irving.
Williamson in,
Williamson misses,
but can't find it.
He blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated.
That looked like a really good opportunity for Williamson to put that one in.
Pass to Collins.
Just made a little too much power.
Levine against Beverley.
Levine with a spin move against Beverley. He'll knock it home.
Really good focus by Levine, making sure the concentration was there so the shot goes even as he's bumped.
Here's Beverley. Still no points. 30 seconds left.
Beverley drives aggressively, but loses the ball. Irving can't come up with it, and they're winging it around the three-point line. Williamson one-on-one. Makes a nice move there in the paint. They really collapse to guard him. I think that affects the shot just a little bit. But if you're Williamson in that scenario, I think you have to try and find an open man. They crashed hard into the paint to deal with you. Final shot for the Bucks is up, and it is good. That'll give them a 11-9 lead as we end quarter number 1. Good first quarter. Excellent job by Milwaukee. They give up a couple of possessions in a row. They do a good job of rotating some defense, shifting some things around, and not letting that lead balloon too much. And they are right in this thing. Quarter number 2 will begin here in Milwaukee.
It's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
76ers will start with the ball.
We've got Cam Reddish, Kyrie Irving out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Alexei.
Oh, a nice find inside. Barnes puts it away. That was too easy.
Milwaukee starts the second with.
So Philadelphia's looked really good coming out of the gate here. Irving drives. That's a good finish by Irving. I like seeing that aggression there. That's what I'm looking for. I talked about it in yesterday's video a couple of times where I thought that the game kind of gave me the answer, but I thought that players weren't quite as aggressive as they should be, and that is what you want to see. Even if it's just a 2-shot foul, still better than like a weird mid-range jumper where you had the opportunity. I understand what the game was saying, what the commentary was talking about as far as making it a little more unpredictable about if you're going to try and drive to the hoop, you're going to step back and take a 3. Got to find the mid-range in there somewhere. But I thought that was good aggression for Kyrie Irving. Another nice drive here, trying to polish it off, but just a little too strong. Again, I like the offensive play right there.
But I think rebounding on the offensive end still has to be part of how you attack.
Reddish for 3, knocks it home. Cameron Reddish, beautiful feed there. Love the stop and pop. Don't want to see any hesitation out of that. Just go for it. It's a well-run play, even if it's a miss. Not a big deal.
Yeah, we saw how combative yet enjoyable last season's series was.
Kevin Love, perhaps? Love gets triple teamed. Nice job to find the open man. And the open man rewards him with 3. 17-14. Or was that a 2?
These teams are trading threes back and forth.
No, that was a 3. That was a 3, my bad.
One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own.
Reach in foul on Heald.
That's his first foul of the game. Williams has checked in.
Not a great. We've seen both defenses willing to just totally collapse, sell out to defend their best player in the paint. So far, Hayes wide open 3. I like it. Take it, no fear. The wide open. It's a great look. Well-run play. Just couldn't get it to fall. We're going to get another reach-in foul. This time it's on Hayes. Seen quite a few reach-ins here early on in this one. A little surprising. Level take it from the sideline. Williamson and Irving both kind of held on to the ball a little bit too much when those defenses collapsed in. Love did an excellent job to find. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Love did a terrific job to find an open man. That sounded like a slap. My goodness. I was not prepared for that sound effect. I will be honest with you.
knocks down the first one.
Free throw up and
76ers
good.
with some
It's like
changes.
Love is going to be subbed
Williamson
down.
comes in for Love, and it's Beverly in for Sharp.
Pat Beverly back in the game. As is Zion Williamson.
He does not
Second
get the second
free
one.
throw. Can't get it.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter.
Looking for Irving. Irving working it around.
Irving looking around.
Back up to the
Hayes.
top. A nice swing pass to Hayes.
Here's Reddish.
And look for Irving. Or Reddish, excuse me.
Can't get a second shot. to
Reddish
fall.
again. I like the look. They run it well enough to free up the shooter. Obviously, the make is good, but I was just anticipating that it was going to be back to Irving on that one. It was Reddish with a good look. Little mid-range jumper.
Can't hit.
That one.
And so it's
Both
Irving
teams
with it.
cooling
Brings it
off
up
here,
to
especially
Milwaukee.
Philadelphia. They started so hot. They said 4 or 5 early on,
And here is
but
Williams.
it's been more difficult to come by baskets here in quarter number 2.
Outside Reddish. Williams, a screen on ball.
Reddish again.
Back to
Oh,
Williams.
beautiful feed to Williams for the easy jam.
His hang time on the rim.
That
It's a
is
sweet cherry on
that is
top.
exactly what you're looking for on a pick and
Close
roll
game,
like
and
that,
those
right?
Displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels.
Barnes, nice move inside and a strong finish. Cuts the lead to 2. 19-17. 2:09 to go here, second quarter. We have a timeout by Milwaukee. Trying to wait for it to get to the Gatorade. We'll make sure that we help it through.
He's checked in for
There we go.
Sohan. And it's Levine in for Reddish. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Turner's checked in. Now here's Irving. He's got 6.
Irving had really good aggression earlier in the game to get to the basket.
Hayes finds Levine.
Did not have that same aggression on that
Collins with a screen on
that
Barnes.
play.
Levine
Step
through
back
shoot.
2.
And the Bucks miss
Rattles
again.
in and out.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Williamson passes to Beverly.
Beverly took a kind of a weird path on that, and then Williamson returned the favor by taking a weird path
Got a piece of it.
on that. Hayes with a nice slap and steal.
Oh, and a fast
That's
break
up
for
to
the Bucks.
Irving. Irving,
The 10-footer.
kind of a
And
weird
Irving with the basket.
weird little move there, but it did give him the space he needed
Irving's got
to
8
complete the
points.
play.
Boy, that's exactly how you punish a team in transition. Kyrie getting out in front and going straight.
It's probably a good play. Pat Beverly was out of position, but there was another guy
36
coming in.
shots to go here in the second
Might
quarter.
have contested the shot, if not out and out blocked it.
Pass to Williamson.
Turner around to Williams. Is that Miles Turner?
Over Collins. Williamson misses.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him
76ers not looking great from the floor. Hayes dangerously close to the sideline. He'll find Levine. They're going to look for Williams.
He said, quote, studying the greats and striving to be greater than them. There's a common
Irving, long 3, and that was an ill-advised shot. Off balance, falling away way too far behind the three-point line. Levine with the pickpocket there. He's going to... Ooh, wow, that is indeed Miles Turner.
To shoot 2.
That's where you want to see the aggression. Get to the line. You probably have a step on Turner. You probably have the speed on Turner.
But he also
Just get their easy bucket. Instead, now they're going to the line for 2.
That free throw good from Levine. And the Bucks making a change here. Sohan's checked in.
Irving will take a seat for, I would assume, the rest of the first half.
Both free throws good from Levine.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Williamson brings the ball up the floor,
Here's Williamson.
looking for a little bit of room. Pretty good defense there. Collins does enough to force the shot,
Hayes with it. Now
or
guarded by
force an
Beverly.
alteration with the shot. No
Separating
good.
The shot and game clocks. Pass to Collins.
Maybe trying to go for that 2-and-1. There's that weird little slip on the top of the key. We saw that yesterday.
Screen. Oh, from deep. And Hayes.
It's a good look.
Hayes has got himself on the board.
It's a good look. It is a little weird that I would give the credit to them, but not to Irving. Oh, Williamson. Sweet little mid-range jump shot. I like that a lot. He also wasn't like
And
4
so
steps
we've
behind the
reached end of
3-point line.
first half of play. Bucks ahead. They lead by 7. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce.
So the Bucks showing that they are the team here, the better team. They kind of weathered that early storm against the 76ers. The 76ers were much colder in that second quarter, and the Bucks took advantage of it. Again, great job of, hey, you're down 4, you're down 5, whatever. Don't let it get too wild. Don't get too crazy. You're right back in it. Now you're excelling 26-17 as we head to halftime, which we skip through the best that we can. But it is not an easy halftime to skip through.
Look here now at the Bucks. At this point, you got to take every team you're up against as a test, asking yourself, what can we do?
LeBron and the Hawks.
All right, let's talk about the first half. A little bit of ground to make
I
up.
do like that we get like a little bit of a peek about who's coming up. Who's where? They're where?
Thanks as always.
Let's see. Zion's got 9, 3, and 1. Kyrie 8, 1, and 1. Your top performers for each team through the first half.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You look at Zion.
Good job, Bango.
What a contribution.
Bongo?
In the
Bongo?
first half, he dominated
Bango?
in the post. He got the looks he wanted.
Pretty close to
and was able
Banjo.
to execute. Yeah, you know
What
I
if
think he's
Banjo
doing
was the
exactly what he
Milwaukee
has to
Bucks
do.
mascot?
Using his
It wouldn't make any
body,
sense because
shaking
Banjo's a
off
bear,
contact,
but
and then
it
finishing
could be
at the
fun.
rim.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Taking a look at Philadelphia.
26-19. I said 26-17 earlier. I apologize. I was thinking 7, and then I got the 7s confused. Freeing up Williamson for a good aggressive drive to the basket. Williams with a good job defensively to not
They just
give
look
up
so
the foul.
overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Good start for Williamson and the 76ers for the second half.
Levine against Barnes.
Levine into the key, but there's a lot going on there. Levine somehow actually has this ball. They're going to call it a jump ball. Good job by the 76ers to force that play. Levine didn't look great on that drive.
Beverly, the pass to Williamson.
Beverly into Williamson. Williamson double team, fights his way through it, and an excellent hook shot.
Shooting a good percentage.
Love the
4-0
unselfishness
run
of
to
Beverly.
start.
I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
Here's Hayes. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's
Over to Levine. Levine for 3. And he'll knock it down. Good response by Milwaukee. Wasn't like a must-need basket or anything, but good to see them get on the board.
6-point game. Up top Barnes.
What seems to happen a lot in sports is when you kind of let that other team hang around a little bit, they'll creep up on you and they'll steal a win.
They were third in lowest opponent scoring. They took pride in shutting down their opponent and working together to make things difficult out there.
And the three-point percentage you referred to, they put so much pressure on opponents with their shooting. They'd stretch a defense way beyond
29-23, little float pass into Collins. Collins with a nice drive. A little reverse layup. John Collins.
Brings a lot to this team. One of the elements
Zion Williamson came out, 4 points, real quick. Cut that lead down to 3, but
just over a minute and a half played in the third.
5 in a row stretches it back to 8.
Barnes against Levine. Williamson up top.
Williamson looking for a little bit of room. Some nice moves here, but arguably better defense. Collins forces the shot alteration and it misses.
Hayes finds Irving.
Kicks it forward to Irving. Irving left, tried to go with the left hand. Nice block by the 76ers on the second chance opportunity. Taking advantage of the disorganization of the defense, and Williamson jams it home. He's at 6 points already here in the third quarter.
Milwaukee's gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. And the Bucks
We will see a timeout from the Bucks. Good timeout for them.
Some of the closely guarded
Regroup,
secrets that
reset.
happen in that huddle.
You've been a little
There's some
streaky
type of
throughout this
adjustment
game.
made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Sohan's checked in for Milwaukee. The 76ers also with a sub. Sharp, he's checked in for Beverly.
Nope. Sorry, I forget that it needs one extra A push. Just like it, just gets stuck on that crowd shot.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Irving.
Levine. Looks like they're trying to clear out. Just a one-on-one for Irving. Irving's going to draw the foul. Sharp picks up his second personal, and Kyrie will go to the line for 2.
Contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
That free throw good from Irving.
Kyrie Irving, special. I mean, as skilled a player as you'll ever see when it comes to handling the ball and scoring in close.
Both free throws
Irving
good from
able to
Irving.
finish the back half, 33-25.
Possession.
Sixers, I believe, have had a couple of missed free throws.
Here's Williamson.
They are running this entire team through Williamson. A terrific putback by Miles Turner. Boy, I loved having him on the Pacers when I participated in the 62nd season.
That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Now here's Irving.
Again, isolating Irving. He fell for the pump fake. And again, that is his third foul. Third personal and his second on the last 2 possessions.
These teams led the league
Irving
in three-point
going back to the line.
last year. The 76ers, number 1.
And looking at last season, the thing that jumps out at you is their three-point percentage. Best in the league in that category, which is great to see considering how valued the 3-ball is nowadays in our game.
I would anticipate Sharp takes a seat here probably for the rest of the third quarter. Twice in a row they've gone with the Irving isolation against him. And Irving's been able to get good positioning. Like a pump fake here, there. Just able to get him a little jumpy. It's led to 4 points from the free throw line.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter.
I will be curious to see if we ever actually see a foul out that is not related to... sometimes we see foul outs like in March Mascot Madness. We'll see them when they do the intentional fouling. But do we just see like a regulation foul out?
Levine surveys the D. Pass to Irving.
Irving.
4 on the clock.
He's not really doing anything, just kind of hogging the ball. He's going to have to jerk up a 3, but he's going to find the bottom of the bucket.
Hayes has got 5 points.
Might have actually been a
1:19
2.
left in the third quarter. Herder with it.
Either way, 10-point game.
Pass to Turner. Here's Sharp.
Turner around to Sharp. Sharp still in the game, a little surprised by that. Barnes looking for some room, but really sticky defense. They're going to kick it to Sharp. Sharp pump fakes. Doesn't really get Irving to get off his feet, but still sinks the 3 right in his face.
His first basket of the game.
Boy, the defense really wasn't bad.
Took
there,
that
but he
little
was a
half
gifted
step
shooter from
back, and
distance.
that was the difference between a 3 and a 2. Didn't worry about Kyrie Irving in his face at all. Still buried the shot. Quick passes to Hayes, back to Irving. Irving for 3. Swishes it home, 40-30 with 46.3 to go. 15 points for Kyrie Irving. 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. 4 for 6 just in general. Oh, that was a really nice play. I think that's a good little mid-range jumper there. You could see the defender kind of getting ready to close in, kind of screaming in your direction. Pull up, take a little mid-range jumper, and call it good. I think they may have had what they wanted. Irving was free, and this time it'll be Hayes. Hayes watches it rattle around and not go down. Oh, it's stolen by Irving. Irving on the fast break should be an easy 2. Finger roll. Makes it a 10-point game again.
Well, you got to mind your business around Irving when you've got the ball. He'll pick your pocket in no time.
Long 3. Oh, doesn't go. It's a pretty good third quarter. And it'll be 5 minutes to decide this one. Philadelphia is going to need to get into high gear. Try and close that gap as quickly as possible. But they just have not been able to slow down. Where, like, Milwaukee seems like they have a couple of different ways that they can score. Philadelphia has really made sure that they are going through Zion Williamson. We've seen some other scorers from here, or like here or there, but Zion had those back-to-back buckets right at the start of the half.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us.
So here we go. Milwaukee with the ball first. Irving brings it up. He loses it immediately. And it's Sharp on the fast break. He's going to go for a little mid-range, but can't finish the play. Drive to the basket. That is terrific transition defense by the Bucks. I shouldn't be focusing on the negative of Philadelphia not finishing off that play. Should be looking at Milwaukee going, nice. Nice.
Shot clock at 6. Picked by Pokashevsky. Takes the 3.
That's a nice look at a 3. They got exactly what they want. A little bit of a screen. Frees them up, and a clear look to bury the 3. 45-32. Kicks. And that's going to be another one of those weird, like, just kind of hard fouls. Not prepared for those sound effects.
Actually a good foul. He's hard to stop, and he's not that strong a free throw shooter, so send him to the line.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And, you know, the more they penetrated, the more they realized the defense wasn't able to stop them, so they just kept doing it.
So 1 of 2 for Philadelphia from the line. Okay. Crotch first into the camera. Fantastic. He's able to put away the other half of it. Down to 11, 4:15 to go.
11 threes to go in this game. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Sohan.
Sohan with a nice throw into Pokashevsky. 1-on-1. Ooh, look at that. Given by a little bit of my brother's move there. Just kind of one hand and then try to go the other way. A nice finish there to push the lead back to 13.
Bamba up top. Pass to Black.
They said that Bamba wasn't particularly strong at the free throw line, but then he went ahead and hit both of his shots, which Philadelphia has had a little bit of a problem executing today. They're going to look for something here. It's a 3, desperation time. Nothing doing there. That is a very poor possession for Philadelphia. They took so much time to do nothing. That's what they chose to do. Pokashevsky just pointed out because it's delightful to say. Irving for 3. Can't get it to go. Nice outlet pass up there. A good job by Sharp. It was a 1-on-2 situation. Let everybody come up the floor. See if you can kick it back out. reset everything. Give it to Love inside. Terrific positioning. He's going to get an opportunity for three-point play.
He's going to the line for one more.
That's a really nice play by Kevin Love. Interior.
Williams is checked in for Pokashevsky. John Collins comes in for Sohan. Levine, he's checked in
Oh,
for
you know what the
Reddish.
game was? It was the
And Hayes is
Boston-New
subbed in
York
for
game.
Jackson.
That was the speed difference game. The other game was like, especially in the first half, was like runs for each team. Once the second half started, Kevin Love ran away from the free throw line. Like, I know I got it. I don't need to watch it. Been here, done that. No problem. Irving from the F.
He didn't make them pay for that
Fizz?
defense, but they just
Pfizer?
can't rely on him to miss
I didn't know
those
what the
kind of
word
shots.
was.
The three from Barnes.
Oh, I love that play right there. Quickly into Kevin Love, right back out to the shooter. I believe it was Barnes on that one. And then
Levine against Barnes.
Barnes with a really nice defensive play.
Collins outside.
Had a couple of really good transition defensive.
Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
Hey, you need a big night from one of your stars.
Possession, I guess.
I introduced you to Kyrie Irving. He is
Rotation?
lethal
What's the word?
and able.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now.
Like you look at it and you go, okay, this is an easy 2, and then the defense is not so fast. Williamson spin move and in 49-39.
Goodness. And so it's Levine with it. He brings it up for the Bucks.
Levine working one-on-one at the top of the zone there. Picks up his dribble. He'll kick it out to Hayes. Hayes over to Irving. Irving off that screen again. An open look for 3, but he can't get it to go. Williamson up the floor here. Minute and a half to go.
The screen on Hayes.
Williamson, pretty clear lane to the basket, but
Philadelphia will retain possession.
number 35, that gentleman right there says no.
Called here.
No, no,
76ers
no.
decide
Dikembe
to
Mutombo right there.
They're down by 10.
That was a terrific defensive rotation there. To get in there, to reject that shot. I again thought it was going to be an easy 2, and then all of a sudden, here's a defender. Nope.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. He showed a lot of trust in his players. He said to them, quote, "You already know what to do, guys. Don't lose focus on the big picture now. Go out and get this win for us." Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
$90 seconds to go here. 10-point game. Oh. I pushed A a couple of times to kind of try and get it through. It didn't really seem to do anything.
We played just over 3.5 minutes.
Oh
now
my
in the fourth
goodness, what
quarter.
happened there? Oh, a reach-in foul for no reason against Levine. There's
First
just,
foul. It's time to take a glance again.
there it is. It's Williams on the block there. It's maybe not the most exciting block in the world from like the amount of like wabam, but the defensive rotation,
10-point
terrific.
lead.
They didn't even show the best part of the play.
Passes to Barnes.
Barnes got him up in the air.
A vicious dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
That was
Milwaukee
kind of a
calls
weird.
timeout.
Got him way up in the air.
A minute 20
Ended up
left
getting
in the game.
really nice position in there and a pretty easy flush. Is there ever like a difficult flush? Timeout for Milwaukee will advance the ball. Had 2 options at the top of the
A minute
zone,
20
but
left in the fourth quarter.
didn't do anything.
Collins passes to Williams.
Philadelphia.
Here's Collins.
Out to Irving.
By Williamson.
Back into Hayes.
Pass to
Trying to
Levine.
free up Levine. Levine with a clean look, and he'll bury it. 52-41. That has been a tremendous. It looks like NCAA March Madness 2005 levels of broken. Whatever play they are running, the Philadelphia 76ers are not adjusting to, and it feels like it's not automatic, but it's such a good play for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 9 now.
Well, these teams meet 3 more times, so it has to feel great to take the first contest. It gives you a mental edge going forward against Philadelphia.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Kyrie Irving.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust.
4 on the clock. Williams finds Levine.
Oh my goodness, they run it again! They run it again, and they know what's coming. It's the end of the shot clock. The game is over, and they still cannot make the adjustment for it.
Now here's Beverly.
What an unbelievable effort here from Milwaukee. I like what Milwaukee's doing, or what Philadelphia is doing there. We've seen it a couple of times. They throw it in and a quick pass back outside. I like the way that play looks. They're just not able to capitalize on it like Milwaukee is with their game-breakingly awesome play. 55-43 the final here in game number 1. The most lopsided game we've had so far. It'll be interesting to watch Philadelphia as the season progresses in Milwaukee and see which kind of directions they go in as far as how they'll be, how competitive they'll be with each other. They do meet 3 more times throughout the season, so maybe we'll see them later on.
Every game is like that for us, especially going forward. We understand what we're trying to accomplish. Little things matter in the big picture, so we want to just come out and just have a consistency on both ends of the floor.
That's how you get better. You look at every single game as a top-tier matchup. Thanks, Kyrie.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview.
He's like
again.
Longo.
And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season.
All right. Kyrie Irving. He is your player of the game.
Thank you for watching.
He was dominant in today's game. I mean, Irving and Levine
Kyrie Irving
really played well. Philadelphia's got to figure some things out and be curious to see if this team looks any different as we move through the season. They really wanted to run things through Zion Williamson, but just did not seem to work in their favor. All right, so we are going to go to Los Angeles to check out the Lakers taking on the Suns. We have seen both of these teams, but there is no other game to alternate to. I was hoping that there would be. There wasn't. So Phoenix at Los Angeles for game 2. I believe Phoenix won in overtime. Was that Blake Griffin? Wow.
And then on Tuesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the
Spurs. Interesting to see them use 2 different players for the Spurs. So they use C.J. McCollum and they used Donovan Mitchell.
Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Koulibaly in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, we've got Desmond Bain. Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Brett Van Vliet, and it's Brooks.
Was he on the Spurs?
Conference rivals, Greg, butting heads in this one. How does that raise the stakes here?
Well, both teams want this one back.
Oh, John Morant is the player I was trying to remember.
I think it's going to get pretty heated at some point here tonight.
And it's the Suns to start out.
Oh.
Now, here's Garland. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. Nurkic finds Anunoby.
Garland was. I appreciate that they throw that in there and they have the context in the commentary for how well he played. Garland was all over the place in the game we saw them play against San Antonio. Driving inside, a nice little move there, and Gordon finds the first 2 of the game, or first bucket of the game. Kevin Harlan, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and your old pal Shaunosaurus Rex here commentating for you. I thought DeRozan kind of disappeared in that first game. They were lucky that someone like Garland played so well. Anunoby can't get it to fall. Jokic on the rebound. He'll fire it over to, I lost the name there. Back to Anthony. Anthony to Van Fleet. Van Fleet. Great look at a 3. Love him pulling that shot. Pulling the trigger on that shot.
Amazing what he could accomplish the next few years.
Van Fleet, gives a free look to, I believe that was Gordon, and he could not put it down. Jokic again, bringing it up the floor. Van Fleet looking for that. Ooh, Gordon with a nice little pickpocket there. Jokic was coming over to give the screen. Van Fleet knocked it free from Garland.
Nurkic, a screen on Van Vliet. On the wing to Rosen.
It looked like Garland had a good look at the three, but just chose not to do anything with it. Garland into Aaron Gordon. Gordon's going to get tagged with a reach-in foul, which I'm a little surprised by.
There's Nurkic from deep three-point.
Nurkic. Woo-hoo-hoo. That is a deep three.
Nurkic with a nice shot there, especially off of that assist.
Nurkic with Jokic.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in.
Nikola Jokic? Why does my brain feel like I'm saying that wrong?
Brooks outside. And the pass to Gordon.
Jokic?
To the paint. Here's Van Fleet. Goes up
and Fleet, beautiful little finger roll to give the Lakers back the lead by 1. 4-3 here as we're approaching halfway through quarter number 1.
Sent out to try to find out where the defense is.
Thought Nurkic might try the three again.
Over Bain. And too long on the shot.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Trying to drive, but not doing a whole lot there. Brooks with a pretty good look. He'll knock down the three.
If you're the D, you live with that. Brooks just sinking a very difficult and contested shot.
Pass to Ananobi. Nurkic, a screen on Bain.
Nice little find in the paint. Jokic in good position. Nurkic doesn't really know what to do with it. Finds 3-second violation. Okay. The Nets with 6.2. Pacers 5.8.
Awesome rim protection from them last year, and it was because of one thing. They commit to intimidating anyone that comes in the lane.
That Staples Center logo really ugly.
Shoots over Nurkic, and Jokic gets it to go. The assist from Van Fleet.
Jokic over Nurkic.
Sweet touch there from Jokic.
Suns trail by 6.
And the Suns just feel a little disorganized coming out here in this first quarter. They got one nice three-point play. They're trying to drive. That one will work for them. It's a good timeout by the Lakers. 4 for 5 versus 2 for 6.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Big group substitution here for the Lakers.
Put your hands together.
For Jokic. Smith comes in for Aaron Gordon. Herbert Jones, he's checked in.
Get a couple of substitutions here.
Fred Van Vliet.
We'll see how these second units do against each other. Oh, again, we'll get there. We'll get there. Long season.
1:15 left here in the first quarter.
Wright brings the ball up the floor.
Wright looking around
for the screen. Kind of just doesn't really seem to work as well. Into Powell to Bain. Bain to Jones. Jones, that's a really nice find. He passed up the... Dang, he passed up what looked like it was going to be a pretty reasonable attempt at a 2 to fire it out for a wide open 3. I mean, that's today's NBA.
Seconds left in the first. Pass to DeRozan. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time.
Oh, Wright going to get called for the foul. He admits to it. That was me.
Jokic comes in for
right here. Call that foul on me. DeRozan's going to go take a seat. It does feel like he's been a little bit absent in both of these games.
Here's McBride.
Right, it was a nice pass inside. Maybe an even better second pass there. Nas Reed made himself very open, very available.
Love to see him get up like that.
Easy put in. Phoenix Suns doing a good job. They're doing a good job similar to what Milwaukee did. hey, you fell down a little early. Maybe you came out a little flat. You came out a little too aggressive, too excited. Whatever it is, just keep it close. Give yourself a chance to make a run. And once they got that lead, I don't think they relinquished it. I think it shifted like once, and then Milwaukee built that lead and held on for the rest of the game. Good response there by the Lakers. Looks like the Suns are going to be content to hold the ball for the final shot of the quarter. Now they're going to start to initiate the play.
To the left wing.
McBride back over to Garland. Garland going to try and drive. He gets a little bit of positioning, but it's blocked.
And we reached the end of the first quarter.
Just a good block recovery there.
And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way.
And that will do it for quarter number 1. Lakers, they're up early in this one. I forget the score. While we get ready for the second quarter, don't forget that this posts various nights throughout the week. So the best way to stay caught up, to enjoy this, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll be notified when I post those new videos, and you can keep track of all the excitement throughout the NBA season. Here we go, quarter number 2. Kind of a weird camera angle, but all right. 12-7, our score in this one.
What have they been doing or not doing?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
There's so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Look at the last game for the Suns. It was a win against the Warriors in San Francisco.
The fans
the Sun for the Warriors. I think it said Spurs earlier.
Battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
Man, they had to scrape and claw just to get themselves back into the game and into overtime. But they really
nice
kept
job
their composure
defensively.
in the extra 5 minutes, and it paid off for the win.
It's calling a reach-in foul. I thought he stepped out of bounds. It looked like those things kind of happened simultaneously, but obviously they called a foul over the out of bounds, which is fine. It seems like there should be more out of bounds calls than there actually are.
They set the screen.
Oh, beautiful feed. Garland to Fernando. Bruno Fernando. That's an 8.5 out of 10 name right there.
So it's the Lakers now. It's a 3-point game. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Right,
threw it into Nurkic, or Jokic, excuse me, but that was not the correct play right there. Defense was all over it. And then another reach-in foul. We've seen a lot of these. Is that right second on consecutive possessions?
Very popular at one time. Right, what happened to it?
I think the only time you really see it, Kevin, is when guys are going in for layups at full speed and trying to take some of that speed off the basketball, but guys really just don't get the ball in possession, or they're going to use a good angle.
Reed to McBride. McBride to tie, but he can't make it. Powell comes down with the rebound.
Outside, Jones. Right says a screen.
Looks like a double screen there to free him up through the lane. And a nice easy bucket as he goes crashing in to the padding.
Jones is good at understanding when to go in strong.
Nice camera work there to catch that back slam into the, what do they call that? Arm of the hoop? No, that's not right. McBride again can't make it. It's a really nice play though, and they got a Los Angeles Laker on his back. Ooh, that was a dangerous pass out to right as that was close to an over and back. And a couple of really good looks the Suns have, but they just haven't been able to put it away. Nice job defensively. Garland inside to McBride, back to Garland. Is that McBride again?
This is it to Fernando.
Bruno Fernando, our guy, to Garland. Trying to find something. It's going to be an alley-oop, but Lakers get in the way of it right. Thought about maybe taking the jump shot, but drove inside. The defensive rotation provided Jokic with a really easy Little float shot. Little boop.
Here's Garland.
That'll make it 16-9.
Pass to Mathurin. There's the screen. Inside.
Fernando kicks out, and that's going to be a good shot. Finally, Reed comes through for the Suns. They've had, I think that's the third look that they've had at that shot over the last 5, maybe 6 possessions. They finally get one to go. Lakers take another timeout. The Suns have just looked so... They've looked out of sync. It feels like they're either getting nice looks at baskets like early on in the shot clock, or they're holding on to it way too long and not getting, not necessarily coming away with great looks.
And the franchise won 64 games in 2022, so the Suns are as bright as ever.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Gordon's checked in for
16-12 here. Van Fleet dangerously close to stepping out of bounds.
And it's Fred Van Fleet in for
Find Brooks.
Now here's Brooks.
Brooks to Gordon. Gordon one-on-one against DeMar DeRozan.
Gordon inside.
Driving inside. Spin move. Really nice shot selection there. I like what he was doing. I like the aggression here on the other end of the floor. Just better defense. Picks up the dribble. Tries to make a move, but don't draw the foul. So Brooks will go to the line. Or excuse me, not Brooks there. That's who the foul was called on. Suns will go to the line to shoot 2. And cut this lead down to 2. The Lakers feel like a team that should be up by far more than 4. The Suns have been pesky. They've done a good job sticking around, coming up with a couple of defensive possessions, or just getting a little lucky with some Lakers misses.
The offense can be keyed by just quick possessions. So
oh, there it goes.
You get a steal.
There go those little thingy things.
They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
I thought it was broken. This game being broken? They make $7 bajillion a year through microtransactions. A broken game? What? Smith comes in for the Lakers.
And he makes both free throws. 1:43 left to play here in the second quarter.
Bain is going to bring it up the floor. He'll find Gordon. Nice pass to Van Fleet across the court. Thought Van Fleet might try to take a stop and pop shot. He finds Smith. Is that Smith inside? He'll draw the foul. It's a really nice find by Van Fleet. Nurkic picking up.
Nurkic, a very nice season for him last year. Last season he averaged 13 points a game, 9 rebounds and 3 assists, and he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team.
Thought I'd be able to catch that stat on Nurkic's foul there. If you notice, that sentence just stopped.
Smith hits them both.
Nice job to go 2 for 2 from the line for both teams. The deficit remains the same after all that, 4 points. Back to Nurkic.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
Over to Mathurin. Mathurin. That's a nice. I don't know. Felt like it. I thought it was going to be a nicer find, but the Lakers player wasn't too far out of position. Nurkic still able to work his way to the basket and get an easy 2.
Oh, David, I love the confidence. Thanks so much.
Oh, and Mathurin steals it away from Van Fleet on the fast break. He can't get it. Rim ejected. Van Fleet comes away with the rebound. Lakers got to settle down here. Into Smith.
They're not backing off.
Probably should be a tie game. Bain, I thought, would take the 3, but instead drives. He'll draw the foul. Anunoby, first and personal. It said second team, so I'm assuming that was Nurkic's first as well. We had the player in the previous game who had picked up 3 fouls by about this time, maybe a little actually earlier. in that second quarter. Did not end up in foul trouble, I don't think, at all.
And the first
free throw, swished home. Lead back out to 3. If you like free throws, it's been a good little stretch of basketball for you. If you're like me and you kind of go like, oof, let's get it on.
And Bain drops them both.
And they're
lead back out to 4.
At the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Mathurin passes to Nurkic.
DeRozan with a beautiful throw to Mathurin. Benedict Mathurin, that's a great name.
From DeRozan, and this is why guys enjoy.
Great name, maybe a better lob. I don't know, do I like the name or the lob more? It's a really nice play from DeRozan to find that. Lead back down to 2. Van Fleet really wiggling around through this Suns defense to find a fairly contested 2-point shot.
Disadvantage attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders.
What's going on with Gordon's feet there? Go back, rewind it, watch Aaron Gordon's feet.
DeRozan surveying the D over Gordon. Can't hit from 12.
Can't get the shot to beat the buzzer. And we have a 4-point game heading to halftime. 22-18 Lakers over the Suns. It's been a competitive game. I don't know if it's been like a very good game. Both teams have felt very inconsistent. We'll see if the third quarter and the second half can iron some of those issues out.
Played at a high level so far. What has worked for you?
We're just sticking to the game plan. You know, our coaches really drew up something good for us. You know, they wrote it out, and we're sticking to it, and we're executing very well.
Yeah, that's obvious the way you all have played. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
She's back. She's all over the country today. As soon as that halftime performance in the previous game was done, they got her on a private jet
down in Milwaukee. A double-digit deficit to make up in the fourth quarter. Well, as
I wonder how that game ends.
Results of the first half for the Lakers, it's been neck and neck.
Well, you appreciate their efficiency, finding their shots.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Nurkic
we'll send you back to Kevin
and
Harlan for more
Jokic.
action.
You got 5-2-0, 4-4-2 for the two halftime stars, and a 4-point deficit. Lakers up 22-18. Get ready for half number 2.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball.
Who are they going to throw it to? Oh, just some guy. The Lakers don't have like a big cool wave for a mascot.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him.
Could the team that wins the NBA title, could they just have the championship trophy as a mascot for the season?
Then there's Dylan Brooks, and it's Jokic in at the pivot spot.
That'd be fun.
That's the Laker 5. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Van Fleet.
Nice job by Van Fleet. Let Jokic work inside and then made himself an available target to drive inside, finish the play.
Trail by 6. When he's not dominating this sport, we know that Jokic spends time.
Nice find inside. DeRozan, I don't know that he's been much of a factor in this one. Nice assist right before the half, and a nice dunk to start half number 2. Maybe we start to see him get rolling here, or see him start to get rolling. I'm not exactly sure the best way to phrase that, but either way, it's a nice play by DeMar DeRozan. Jokic sets the screen. Brooks, nice bounce pass through all the contact, finds the basket. Lead back out to 6. DeRozan brings it up the floor.
DeRozan dishes to Nurkic.
Nurkic into the corner. Back to DeRozan.
On the wing, DeRozan. Defended by Gordon. DeRozan against Gordon.
DeRozan just a one-on-one. Oh, beautiful spin move. Little finger roll right into the basket. Look at that nice play. DeRozan being a big factor in their three of their last 4 possessions. Going back to the first half, lead back down to 4.
To the wing right side.
Suns doing a great job, just kind of sticking around, taking advantage of some of the inconsistency from the Lakers. Jokic somehow did not travel. Nurkic does a terrific job to alter the shot. Comes away with the rebound and fires it up to DeMar DeRozan. He'll kick to Gordon, who finds Nurkic. Nurkic trying to drive inside, but Jokic in the way. Anunoby looking for that screen. Didn't really do a whole lot. Fred VanVleet does a nice job to work around it. And VanVleet will pick up his first personal foul on the drive inside. He'll go for 2. Got the lead 2-2.
The first free throw is good.
First free throw up and good. 26-23 now. Sorry, got to help it along there.
So we get
second free throw goes.
Great player on a great roll at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive.
And a nice job by the Suns, cutting this lead down to 2.
Now here's Gordon.
Gordon over to VanVleet. Gets the set. Ooh, VanVleet had him. VanVleet had Jokic. But you might not have been able to see him because he was in a double team. Easy for us to see as we're the audience. It's a pretty low-scoring affair here. Anunoby making some moves. Thought he needed to be a little bit stronger to the hoop there. Looked like he had what he wanted. DeRozan, he'll make a nice spin move, or a nice little move inside to get the basket to tie the game. So it was 26-20, now 26-26. This is some of that Lakers inconsistency we're talking about. And it's good to see DeMar DeRozan get rolling here, as it does not feel like he's been much of a factor in either of these games. I think he had more points than I realized in the last one.
Here's VanVleet.
Jones throws into VanVleet, and here we go. Out of the timeout, what do the Lakers have? Jokic looking for the ball. One-on-one against Nurkic. Jokic ended up picking up his dribble. He'll find VanVleet to bail him out of it. VanVleet tosses to Jones in the corner. Jones with a nice little mid-range jump shot. I like it. Had a good look at it. The defender wasn't really there. Just couldn't get it to fall. DeRozan looked like he was going to try and go for a pass there, but it got deflected. Turnover goes to the Lakers. VanVleet going to set something up. Gets the screen. There's a tremendous mismatch. Jokic stepped out of bounds. Jokic stepped out of bounds. He had a huge mismatch against I believe Garland was down there.
And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Now here's Nurkic. 5 points in the game. Nurkic, a screen on Bane. Mathurin.
That's a nice shot by Mathurin. They got exactly what they were looking for.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up.
Just couldn't get the shot. VanVleet
passes it to Jokic.
Throws it inside to Jokic. Jokic working. It's a double team now. He'll kick out. Bane for 3. He's got it.
Jokic has got 4 assists now tonight.
Nice assist there by Nikola Jokic.
In the shooter's face.
Garland driving around. He gets the ball stripped, and Jokic comes up with it. We'll work with the fast break, but a good job to slow it down, let everybody get into position. The Suns did a good job of running that out. Into Jokic through the double team off the glass, and good. What a great timeout by the Lakers, considering that they were tied and they have run 5 points, or they've run off 5 points in a row. 31-26. About 30 seconds to go here in quarter number 3.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Nurkic setting the pick for Mathurin.
Mathurin trying to drive inside, lost the handle, spins around, goes up with it, and somehow through all those hands finds the bottom of the basket. Van Fleet up the floor for the Lakers. See if they hold for this final shot. I imagine that they will. Tries to get the... Oh, we got... Oh, I thought that was going to be stolen. Is it good? It says violation for some reason, which doesn't make any sense. We've already seen one buzzer beater wiped off. I thought that was going to be intercepted. He pulled it right through that man's heart. And wow, that is a good shot.
I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
What a fantastic play. Okay. Payne walked right through the camera.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They'll give it to him rightfully. There is actually audio for the official. It is just unbelievably silent.
Replays here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that.
The third quarter comes to a close. Lakers lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
5 minutes to find a winner in this one. Suns doing a terrific job to stick around, but the Lakers have had a couple of nice little runs here. That's a really big timeout. Slow the momentum, the rhythm of the Suns. See if you can get some plays called that can get you back into a bit of a flow. It's a really smart time out there in the third quarter for the Lakers, and it shows. It proves to be a very smart timeout with a 5-point lead entering quarter number 4. Take a look at the State Farm assist of the game. Jokic, not quite as quick as you would think, but Van Fleet with a nice move into the basket, and that is your State Farm assist of the game.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Suns trail by 5. On the court for the Suns, they've got Benedict Mathurin. Also Naz Reid out there. And it's McBride in at the 2 guard. Now the pass to Reid. Buries it from 3-point range.
Nice shot there by, I believe, Reid on that one is the name that they said. Like he stepped kind of awkwardly as he landed, but makes his way up the floor okay. Throw into Powell. Powell back to outside to right. Jokic with a nice screen set, and he is rewarded with a 3-point shot. That goes down and pushes that lead back out to 5. Inside to Fernando. Fernando kicks to Mathis, and that's just too easy. Mathurin, excuse me, Mathurin. I said it and I knew it was wrong.
They were flat in that first half, but they've come out here in the second and been much more aggressive offensively.
So back and forth beyond the arc we go. Oh, they had an open guy as someone had stumbled defensively, but couldn't find him. Instead, they'll get it into Jokic. Jokic trying to get the ball up there. I don't know how that wasn't a travel. Seemed like his body was moved around a bunch, but the game is perfect, so. Inside to Powell. Powell back out to right. Right! Another 3 for Wright. 3-pointers back and forth here in the opening stages of quarter number 4. A timeout taken with 3:24 to go. 3 steals, 2 blocks for the Lakers.
other part of the credit has to go to what they did on the inside blocking shots. I mean, super scrappy defensively and just affecting a lot of the opportunities that their opponents were putting up.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Gordon's checked in for Dwight Powell. Dylan Brooks comes in for Matisse Thybulle. Baines checked in for Herbert Jones. And it's Fred VanVleet in for
Garland
DeLon Wright.
with VanVleet on him. Nurkic with Jokic. DeRozan wide open for three, and he can't get it to drop as these teams look to trade deep shots for deep shots.
Well, what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots.
VanVleet with a good look at a three, and he can't make it, so trading misses beyond the arc now.
For the Suns, trailing by 5.
DeRozan looking for that screen from Nurkic, finds a very deep two, and absolutely switched right there. DeRozan 10 points, 6 from the mid-range.
They look like a different team here in the second half.
Now here's Bane.
Bane doing a bunch of weird stuff. Not really sure what happened there, but it ends up in VanVleet's hands. It kind of loses the handle, picks up the dribble. Kicks it out to Bane. Bane gets it stolen away. Anunoby throws it forward to Calibury. Up to DeRozan. DeRozan beats Jokic. No. Jokic? There it is. I combined his first name and his last name. Got very confused. Perhaps another smart timeout here for the Lakers. They do only have one left. See if they can get some organization settled. 5-point lead down to 1 with some nice plays by the Phoenix Suns. Thought I hit the A button. Looks like Brooks is going to key it in and get us restarted with 2:06. Brooks to VanVleet from the ugly Staples Center logo.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles.
Jokic backs down, finds Brooks. Brooks for three. Can't get it to go. Nurkic with the rebound. He'll find DeRozan. Brings the ball forward, kicks it to Garland. Garland drives, loses the handle between a couple of guys, but somehow got it back, it looked like. DeRozan in the mid. Throws to Calibury, and just like that, the Suns lead. 6 unanswered points. Jokic just so far behind that play right there. Thankfully, did not get the foul for the 3-point play. Instead, it's just a 2 to make the lead 1. 40-39.
So it's the Lakers with it. It's a 1-point game. VanVleet against Garland.
VanVleet would keep. Oh, driving to the inside, back out to VanVleet. VanVleet buries it. That's a very poor defensive decision by Garland. He was so good in the first game. We haven't heard as much from him in this second game. I don't think we've really heard from a lot of players in high volume, considering the score is only 42-40 at the 1:16 mark in the fourth quarter. They kind of went with the same play the Lakers did, but they couldn't put away the 3 inside. The defense collapsed, kick it back out. A terrible pass there by the Lakers. And that gives the Suns an extra possession to DeRozan. Ties the game at 42. 14 minutes, 14 points, and 70% field goals. Garland knocks it away from VanVleet. VanVleet comes up with the loose ball. Going for the alley-oop. Jokic. A great feed from VanVleet. Timeout, Suns.
They're trailing by 2. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
We're only, I think this is game number 6 that we've done so far this season. We've had quite a few fantastic finishes already. The Milwaukee game that we saw in the first part, Milwaukee, Philadelphia, that's the anomaly so far. A couple of the overtime periods haven't been super exciting, but through the first 4 quarters, they've been good. Anunoby. That screen did not really work. Don't know if he just didn't run it close enough or what was going on. Anunoby steps back from beyond the arc. It was halfway down and bounced back out. Jokic with be... Oh, wait, what? Oh, were they going for the just kind of reset? Just make sure the defense gets set. You have a foul to give. Quick pass inside. Wait, what is happening? Oh, it's 44-42. Sorry. I forgot the Lakers scored. That's my bad. I was genuinely confused there for a minute. So we'll send Jokic to the line. 25.2 to go. First one is good.
And Jokic is the leader of this team. He's not someone you want to foul.
And he goes 2 for 2 from the line. Phoenix takes their final timeout. The Lakers looking to get in the win column early season.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Come on, game. Come on, game. You got to get us out of these situations.
There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
4-point game. Garland in between a couple of defenders. Caliburi can't get it to go, and Jokic will go back to the line. Nope. No, yeah, Jokic. I was looking at who got the foul called on them, and I was like, oh, I goofed it up. Jokic puts down the first one. He's now on fire.
It's going to be a long time. I don't know if ever, that we're going to see a big man pass like Jokic does.
And that's curtains for him.
DeRozan
Really good work at the
throws the ball in. Garland, haven't heard a ton from him. Quick three. That one will go down. 48-45. You're going to need quick foul. A couple of quick shots to even really get an option or get a shot at this. Van Fleet going to the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, Van Vliet looks...
Man, they needed that three-point make possession or two earlier.
It's both free throws here, so now it's a 5-point game.
I'll bring it up the floor. Same play. Not the same result. The Lakers, they'll put their first win on the board in the 2023-2024 NBA season. 50-45 over Phoenix. It was not easy. At times it felt like this is a game that the Lakers really should have controlled with a bigger point differential, but they were just inconsistent enough to let the pesky Phoenix Suns stick around. But a good, solid win overall. They were able to make some plays. I don't know that I have ever paid more attention to timeouts used in like a video game before, but I thought that there were some excellent timeouts used throughout this game by the Lakers to slow the Suns down, to give them an opportunity to take a breath, reset, and start to get back into that rhythm. Jokic, your player of the game.
This is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us as New Balance presents our player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
Some nice highlights. What a highlight there. All right, so that'll do it for today's doubleheader. 475 virtual credits to your boy for just being good, you know. Simulate through the date, and we will move on to October. We're actually going to end up moving on to October 29th because this will be the last game that we'll see for a couple of days. 29th, we're going to have most likely we'll have a repeat team for sure. We'll try to find somebody interesting to watch them play. World Series tomorrow. Game number 1. Seattle taking on Atlanta in T-Mobile Park is what it's called these days. So be sure to tune into that 6 p.m. Pacific time right here on the channel. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you want more, subscribe, ring the bell. You'll get notified. We'll be back on Sunday with NBA. And then depending on how the World Series goes, we could see it as early as Wednesday, but I kind of doubt it. Thursday for sure. And then November 5th is when the MLB offseason will start, and I'll figure out kind of what I want to do as far as the evening video goes. So thank you again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you another day in a different video. Go Sports. Goodbye.